Bit of banter online the last couple of days. He reckons he's going to give it to you. A little message for him.
I seen him when he said that. He wasn't confident in what he said, and he's spoken to a few people. He doesn't believe what he says. So it's good that he's puts that front on, and confidence can breed success, and in turn, success breeds confidence. But he's not confident in what he's saying, and he won't be successful on the night in doing so. So, message for Jamie: bring the A game, baby. Make sure you get to Queensland, and I'll give you a good rest. You get that 2 weeks quarantine on your way back to rest up after I punch your head in.
And since then, obviously, when last time we caught up, we actually didn't have the actual fight lineup, but you are now the co-main event.
Yeah.
You're the fight that happens before Horn and Tszyu. What's that mean to you and obviously your team here at Nitro Boxing?
Yeah, it's unreal to get the co-main event. You actually sent me through the poster, and I was stoked. I was in between PT sessions, and I was fucking near doing backflips. So the co-main event, just 6 fights in. That's the other thing too. We're only 6 fights in, and I've already got co-main event slot on arguably one of the biggest boxing shows in Australia in recent times. It's a feather in my cap, and it's a feather in my coach Blair Studley's cap as well. So Dean Lonergan puts his faith in me to warm up the show for Tszyu and Horn and all the crowd, and we're going to get it popping, me and Jamie. It's going to be a good scrap, and it's a warm up for the biggest show here in Australian boxing.
Some people are saying it's probably going to be, Horn and Tszyu will be a fantastic fight, but they all reckon that your fight's going to be the fight of the night.
I got that thing about me. I'm here to steal the show, and I've done it in recent times on undercards and MMA, and undercard a Hopewadi Gala, and I stole the show as well. So that's what I do, and I'm that surprise package. People they're starting to take notice now, but beforehand it was just like moseying on about this MMA kid. But that's what I do. I turn up and shock the world. So, and that's what we're looking to do again. For us and my team, we're not shocking anything. Like it's not a shock to us. But to everyone else, it's a shock. So it's that sort of extra element to the night.
You've done some sparring recently with Tszyu, so you've got in some really good quality rounds. How have you found that and been part with, doing some work with the Tszyu camp?
Yeah, their camp in general is an incredible professional camp. Every guy in that camp, inside that camp, is very professional, and they're great guys as well. So the rounds with Tszyu have been world class, and within the 40 rounds we've done, I've come up all those levels, so it's been world class, and I've improved from the first punch he threw at me. I've improved since the last punch he threw at me, which has been incredible. And I was me and Blair only chatting about this the other day. Is at the end of each camp, we just sort of sit back and say this camp has been the best yet, and it's
really?
It gets better and better. We're just refining that process each time, and learning a bit more here and there, learning how our bodies work, and our partnership together is like nothing else.
And you've obviously done some sparring with Jeff Horn last year. Obviously, both these boys are a little bit smaller than you in weight, and you've sparred with Tim. What can you tell us a little bit about that? Two totally different styles, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely. They're very different styles, and I think whoever gets off their style best on the night gets up. So, and I've said it in other interviews, I think Tim gets up just pure will and youth and aggression and wanting it. And like I've said, I feel like it's a young man's sport. But like when I first went over to Jeff's as well, that was our first rounds with a world-class guy, and it was incredible too. I learned so much from doing those rounds. I've probably done 20 to 30 rounds with Jeff as well, and they've been low 20 rounds. At least we were doing sets of 8 and stuff like that. So I've done at least 20 rounds with him, and they've been incredible as well. So I learned a lot, and it's also brought me up. That's the thing. I'm just getting better and better. Whoever I'm sparring, as long as they're world class, I'm getting better as well. So I think it's makes for a great fight. As long as both boys are fit and switched on, it's going to be an incredible show. And that's all it comes down to, is Australian boxing wins in this night.
And getting back to that, and Tim Tszyu's well on his way to a very big long career, but for what Jeff Horn's done for Australian boxing over the last 3 years, especially you're actually part of his promotional team with DNL, it's been a massive big feather in the cap for Australian boxing, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And like 3 years ago, I wasn't a fan of Australian boxing. It wasn't really around. I was more into the MMA, but without Jeff, DNL would be around, but I don't think it's got the traction it does. And the Australian Boxing Series, I don't think they're on Foxtel either without the likes of Jeff Horn. And, he's like the lead horse. So all the guys signed to Dean Lonergan is off the back of Jeff Horn and all the hard work he's done. So always credit where it's due with Jeff Horn. I respect the man immensely, and without him, Australian boxing doesn't have that kick up the arse that it really needed, all those years ago at Suncorp Stadium when he beat Manny Pacquiao. So thank you, Jeff. It's given me the platform to grow as an athlete and a professional boxer.
No worries, mate. All right, mate. We're on a flight in a couple of days' time, heading up to Townsville with some more fireworks.
Let's go, baby.